Alright guys, welcome in. We're going to try some new settings for the football game today. I do know that the output to Twitch is now not, it's going to be 4:3 ratio. After doing some reading, I realized that it's actually stretching some of the logos when you tried to stretch it out to be widescreen, as the game was developed in a world of 4:3 ratios. So we've put it back to that for the streams going forward. Also have knocked the graphics down to 800 by 600, which is what it was developed in, which is why the menu screen at the title screen actually displayed smaller previously than the rest of it, which gave me fits going in to play a game, because then the aspect ratio in OBS would be too big because it wasn't resizing it automatically, so I would have to resize it again. Playing it like this seems to have fixed that issue, so that's what we're going to try going forward. And then if it's still an issue, although it didn't seem to be this time, testing it before the stream, then we'll look for other solutions, or just keep muddling through with having to change it manually. But right now it looks like we have it solved if we stay in a 4:3 ratio. So we're going to check that out today with our week 3 game 2 game. And let's go ahead and get that underway. I am going to run and grab something to drink once we get this started, as I am out of coffee. So I may actually go with some more coffee. So we have the London Wolfpack and the Dover Dragons. Very interesting matchup for today. I'm not sure how many we're going to do today, but we're going to go ahead and get this one started and see, hopefully, if we can get a couple in today. We'll see. Off we go. I'll be right back.
EA Sports welcomes you to another great NFL matchup. We're here today for our third broadcast of the season. Both of these teams ready to add a victory to their record as the visiting team gets set to take on the home team. They're lined up for the kickoff, so let's get this game started. Lowry will be kicking off.
The away team will be kicking off to start the game. Brown back to return.
This one is fielded by Brown.
They'll take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Watch the snap down. Watch out. Come on.
Pass play here on 1st down. Closing in.
Throw it down.
Throwing. He finds his man. Woodson comes up to make the play at the 27-yard line. He found a soft spot in the coverage, John.
The receiver did a great job reading the coverage. He found a hole in the zone, and the quarterback found him in that hole with the pass.
Go make a play. Hey, watch the ball. Set.
Gets rid of it. Broken up.
He can catch just about anything that the quarterback throws in his direction. But he couldn't find a way to quiet that one down and bring it in for a catch.
3rd and 3. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Let's run, man. Solo. Solo.
Number 30, the lone back.
Rush in.
He tucks it away. Great fake. Gets the pass off. Hits his tight end who's wide open. Breaking free. Woodson is there for the
On the
tackle.
reception.
Good
The
throw.
result
Good
of the
catch
play
to move the
is a
chains.
1st down.
You know, as a receiver, all you have to do is get a step, and this guy's going to put the ball on you.
Ball on their own
10.
44.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Watch each other back.
The visiting team come out in a 4-3.
Watch the
Handoff to the tailback. They're going to spot this one at the 45-yard line. He records his 3rd tackle of the game.
They might not be busting off big games, but those linemen are really working hard down there.
It's 2nd down and 9 to go.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Yes, on.
The visiting team line up in a 4-3.
Nothing. Under 10. 10.
With the pass, Blair takes him down
Kramer on
at
the reception.
midfield. Brady
Gain of
completes the
4
short one, about
on
a
the play.
4-yard gain on 2nd down.
field.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Turn it up now. No more, fellas. Fox left.
Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Newman
Horn
is there on the
makes the catch.
stop
The
at
play
the
results in a
38-yard
first
line.
down.
A risky throw, but they're able to complete it.
First and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Here I come. Defense, get ready. Hey, let's go.
The home team line up in a 5-receiver set this time. They throw it and pick up a second consecutive first down.
Well, when you start to establish something, you want to keep it going until the defense finds a way to stop you.
And this is the 8th play of this
Ball
drive.
on the 27-yard line.
Come on. Bring it. Go make a play.
Number 30, the lone back.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Gives the ball off. Ahanotu comes up to make the
on the
play
carry.
at the
3-yard
25-yard
gain on
line.
the play.
When you run the ball in the first half, you're trying to keep the defense honest. But if you're only getting gains like that in the second half, then it puts more pressure on your passing game.
Ball
Ninth
on the
play of this drive.
25-yard line.
Solo. Solo. We turning it up.
Number 30, the lone back. Tosses it right. Cart is there on the
Murray
stop.
on the
Great
run.
run there. That'll be a first
9-yard
down.
gain
He really
on the
ran
play.
well there. He gets some great blocks, and he has patience as he picks up the first down.
And this is the 10th play of this
Ball
drive.
on the
Down inside the
15-yard
15.
What screen? One back. Here we go, baby. Rock and roll. Here we
Coy,
go.
the lone back. Number 86, the motion man. They give it to the halfback. Blair comes up to make the play at the 10-yard line. McCoy with a nice burst through the middle that time. 5-yard pickup. They need 10 for a score.
Turn it up now. Will. Play hard and fast, baby.
The visiting team.
All right, guys, we're all set now, I think, for a bit anyway. Wow, my mic goes all the way up. That seems a bit much, doesn't it? Let's bring that.
Much of a push on that play, and the runner is stuffed.
As soon as he got the ball, there was a defender in his face to knock him down.
That looks a little bit, well, how about that? That looks better. Maybe a little bit lower. How about that? Alright, let's go with that for now. Alright, sorry it froze there for a second while I was manipulating that. Madden, being an older game, is kind of screwy, so when it comes to streaming it.
Down inside the 15.
And yes, I would love to move this to the
Brady out of the gun. Horn.
newer Maddens, but I've had the Madden 20 for 3 months, and I've not even completed one team as far as modding it, so
Puts one into the end zone.
very
This
difficult
one
to
falls
do.
incomplete, and they were each
Newer
jockeying
Maddens.
for position while that one was in the air. Let's get the call. So the flag goes against the defense.
Much
and that's
different.
big because they had them stopped on third down.
Much different setup
So now,
as far as
following the
modding
penalty,
everything.
it's first and goal.
Well, the game totally, really. Which you would expect over time, I suppose, but
Brown comes in motion.
Let's ride, man. Let's go now. Watch out. Everything you
A
got.
little misdirection. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. On first
I
and
see. I
goal,
like the
they
fact
get
that
into
I
the
don't
end
have to worry about changing the size of the windows between the menu and the game play.
zone. It's second and
But
goal.
looking at it on my screen and on the stream, it doesn't look like it's sharper. Like, it's harder for me to read that guy's name,
Sends a man in motion.
and he's right next to the camera.
Ball into the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
That was a cover 2 scheme. And its
So-
basic premise is to keep the play in front of you.
Whether or not we're going to be... Now, see, I could read his name fine.
You know someone
Said
has your
Carter.
back.
So I'm not quite sure where we're going to go with this,
After the
but
interception now, it's first and 10.
we're going to try it this way for now.
Here we go, baby.
Now
We're talking
that
about
one's too
bring it.
light. I can't read that one.
Danny. Keep it up. Watch your man.
A little misdirection. He was really hit hard on that play.
I know they didn't get much, but it's all about making the defense respect the fact that you're willing to run.
Having some coffee. Alright, so let's go over some rosters here. We got the London Wolfpack. I see even that logo doesn't look that good.
Hand off to the tailback. on the stop at the 32. Good gain on the ground gives them what they needed for a
I
first.
don't know.
That's just good
I'm not
running.
really a
They
fan of
sent
the
a couple of blitzes
quality,
and
to
try
be
and
honest
stop
with
him in
you.
the backfield, but he just broke free and got past the sticks for a first down.
Ball on their own 32.
Stay at home. Back it up, baby. You gotta believe it. It's all
Now, I don't know if that has something to do with... Alright, let me try one more thing here.
With the pass, and he makes the grab. Bird comes up to make the play at the 47.
Try one more quick thing here and see what happens. See if it makes it look better or worse here.
Can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down.
Alright, what happened to my OBS here?
First and 10.
Ball on the 47.
Yeah, see, I tried to change the desktop resolution to match the game, and it didn't make any difference on my end. Like, it still shows a box.
Tucks it away.
Like it's 19...
Number 96 is there.
Like it's 1920 by 1080 still.
Takes advantage of a little daylight. Picks up 3 yards.
So, I mean, we may go back to the widescreen and I just deal with it, because I really don't like the way it looks, to be honest with you. It's not near as sharp, I don't believe.
Evans, the man in motion.
Doesn't appear to be to me, anyway.
Let's turn it up, D.
Dropping back. Pressure coming. Throwing. And he makes the grab. Barry is there on the stop at the 44. Harrison makes the catch for a pickup of 5 on second down. Looking for a third down conversion here. They have to get it to the 43.
Hey, watch the screen. Knock him out.
Horton in the backfield. Hands it off.
I mean, everything else looks
Brings him
okay
down, but they get enough to move the chains.
on my end. I'm not sure about you
You
guys' end, but everything else looks alright. I mean, kind of okay.
First and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Rush in.
But the scoreboard with the logos, and they don't look good at all to me on my end. I'm not sure how they look to you guys, but
At the 34-yard line. I like how this big guy can run with the football.
Yeah,
so if we flip this, let's see what happens here. If we flip this back to what we had originally, what happens? So it makes it full screen for me, which is easier for me to see everything now. What does it do for you? Well, it makes it huge, so I have to go in here and transform it to fit the screen. And that's why it's frustrating, because it won't automatically do that for some reason. I don't understand why. But at the same time, you know, that's kind of what I get for playing a game that's so old, right? So now I need to change my desktop back, because I had reduced it to match Madden. So we'll do that. We'll keep it. We'll get out of that. And then let me look at OBS. And then let me bring up Madden again. I also don't like that about it, is that when I click on something outside of the game, 1, it freezes, and 2, it minimizes. Why can't I see my OBS now? What is happening? Okay, there we go.
Little misdirection. Armstrong is there on the stop at the 32. They ran the counter and got
Now,
just
if you,
what they needed to convert.
I mean, the logos on the
opening up just enough
scoreboard
room for him
strip
to
at the
get
top,
past the first down marker.
And this is the 9th play of the
see, they look a little stretched, which I don't mind that so much. But like, if you were using the Steelers, it would probably drive you insane, because
So, second down upcoming.
you know their logo is supposed to be round, perfectly round.
This is the 10th play of this.
And when you do this widescreen, it's not perfectly round for obvious reasons.
What screen?
The visiting team line up in trips bunch. They give it to the halfback.
Alright, so 44 on the carry. Let's get you guys associated with these teams here a little bit.
Their positions and didn't let them get very far.
So 44, that was John Riggins with the carry.
Down here, they have to get it to the 22 for a first down.
Sammy Baugh is the quarterback for the Wolfpack.
Only one man in the backfield. Dropping back. Gets the pass off. The pass ball's incomplete. Barber teed off on him and it
Throws it out to number 13. That's Mike Evans.
Yeah, and he's either going to get in there and knock the ball out, or he's going to knock someone else out.
And that's going to bring on the kicker, Nick Lowry.
Here we go. This will take the lead. It's straight to the
Oh,
upright, but
oh,
goes through.
got away with
He's
it.
one of those guys who really works hard at what he does. And you can see that hard work paying off when you make a kick like this one.
Hit the upright, but gets it to go through. Alright, so he's going to kick it off to the
And he got all of that.
Dragons, and we'll take a look at them once they get the offense out on the field here.
By Brown. Their defense looking for a second straight interception.
But yeah, if I could get this on a newer football game, then it would certainly be more stream friendly, I would think.
Here we come. We're talking about bringing.
I thought about it moving it to Pro Strategy Football, but the graphics aren't as, I mean, they're not
First down.
as good. It looks more like Tecmo Bowl
It's batted away.
than a newer
Catches a
game.
little too much air under it.
On the cover.
But it is a new release, and it's pretty good depth-wise from a simulation standpoint. Just the graphics aren't as good. It kind of reminds me of the football version of Out of the Park Baseball, if anybody's played that.
Woodson is there for the tackle at the 27.
Um,
But he was given completing the pass.
Yeah, what you
and
wanna do
then
as
I've also
receiver who's
been
facing
kind of looking at
zone coverage
Axis
is to
Football,
break into the secondary, find a hole,
but
settle
I don't
down,
think they
show the quarterback your number.
I don't think they feature the uniforms enough.
Score is 3-0.
Like you do all the work on the uniforms, and then you don't really see that much of it. You know what I'm saying? Like Madden here does close-ups on the huddles and stuff, so you see the logos and things on their helmets. And I think they probably do the best job of that out of any game that's probably made right now,
The lone back.
including the new versions. And I would love to put it on a new version, but modding the new versions is such a pain.
Ahanatu comes up to make the play.
You have to use a third-party
So he picks up
software called Frosty Editor,
in the process.
The line did a great job
and where
there,
everything
blocking
is
the backside
so
pursuit.
complicated.
Helped them get the first down.
Bring it up. Bring it up. Go low. Go low. Yeah.
Only one man
I mean, it's just crazy.
counterplay. Thomas is there on the
Like I
stop.
said, I've had Madden 20 for probably 3 months now, and I've not even finished one. But then you have all the underlying folders, because you have all the uniforms from, you know, the 60s and all that other stuff. The alternates and all that stuff.
Under 10. 10.
So unless you want, like, the team you're replacing, say the Buffalo Bills, to still have uniforms available there, you'd have to mod all of that, which is insane. Not to mention the fact that some of my teams are pretty simple in color schemes. Like the one I tried to do was New Jersey Night Stalkers, and they're black and fluorescent green. So you're really not going to do a whole lot of alternates for that, right? You got pretty much all black with the green, or you got all green with the black. There's really no... I mean, you could throw something in there, I guess, with white pants, but that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense with, you know, I don't know. And then that also would limit you to the number of helmets you're going to have, so, I don't know, seems like a pain to get it all right, because then you're doing all of the home uniforms except for maybe your alternate as black with green, and then you're doing the one alternate with green and black. So you're
Out of the I formation.
basically making the same uniform 12 times or whatever, which kind of
Gets
is
the pass
pointless.
off, and he can't hang on.
He's always been able to
I mean, you
catch
could
the
make
ball
some
with
modifications
soft
to,
hands
like, say,
and
the
slide
helmets,
on.
where, like, maybe
Ran
some
a
of them
good
have
route, and the
stripes
quarterback
down
made
the
the right
middle
read.
and some of them
He just
don't.
didn't bring it in.
I mean, you could do some alterations like that, but
Ball on the
or maybe
19-yard
even change the color of the face mask to either still be black or be the green. So I guess you could do a couple things with the helmets.
Drops back. Steps up into the pocket. Pressure with the pass. It's caught.
And to that point, I guess you could do the pants,
At the 36.
you know, like a pants stripe to match the helmet if you had that or whatever.
Because he can break a long one at any time.
So there's a couple things you could do, but I don't know that you could get 12 out of somebody that has two colors. Like, what would you do for, like, say, the Arkansas Pandas are black and white?
Moves in motion.
Well, that's all you get is black and white. Or the
First down.
Alcatraz convicts,
Rid of it. Gets his hand on it.
which I actually think that should have been inmates, but it is what it is, right? But all you got on those is black and white. So what? How would you?
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Keep moving. Yeah, you see me. We turning it
The
up.
home team come out in a nickel package.
All on us, y'all.
Well played. Cole is there on the stop. Nothing doing that time, John, as the linebacker gets there quickly.
He's one of those guys who's a sure tackler. He'll move up and play physically. at
So
the
yeah,
line,
I'm not
come on a blitz and play the run just
not
about as
thinking
well
we're
as
going to be able to move it to that, just because
Third down, they need to get it to the 26 to
I mean, it would take so long to do it. A new game would come out before I'd get it done, which actually it has.
Receiver set this time. And this pass is complete. Evans made the catch, but was unable to get the
And if I bought that one and tried to do it on 21, it would probably be a new 22 would probably be out before I finished it. So not sure that I would ever go that route.
Lowry heads out to try this field
Love
goal.
to, visually. It would be stunning, but
The kick was wide and off the mark.
just don't see how I could do it.
After the missed field goal, they'll set up shop at the 36-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Here we go, baby. Rock and roll.
Alright, so we didn't go over the Dragons too much yet. So we got DeMarco Murray in the backfield.
And it's caught. Carter is there
Brady
on
is the
stop
quarterback.
at the 49.
We also have George
Think about
Blanda and
guys
Greg
with great
Landry
hands.
as their
He's
backups.
very close to the top, John.
Pretty
I'll
good
tell you what,
quarterbacking core
he
there.
does a great job of using his hands
Kimball
to
Anders
get
is
ready
the
to plug
fullback.
into
Got
his
Antonio
block.
Brown,
For
Muhsin
30
Muhammad,
yards,
Joe
his best
Horn,
catch.
Hushman Zada, and Michael Haynes as your wide receivers.
The visiting
Zach
team
Ertz,
come out
Raymond
of the
Chester,
4-3.
and
It's
Ron
the pass
Kramer
off.
as the tight ends.
Number 51 is there for the
And Joe Horn made the catch there.
45-yard line. Horn needed just one more block to pick up the first down, John.
Yeah, but still a great game. When you pick up yardage like that after making a catch, then your offense is doing something right.
Second and 4.
Let's go.
Brady brings him to the line.
Only one man back. Dropping back.
Gonna throw?
He was hit just as he
Oh,
He
or he's
decided
going to get
try
hit.
pass it, but he was taking so much heat that it just kind of wobbled out of there.
Third and 4. Ball on the 45-yard line.
All right. Low scoring so far.
And gets the delayed handoff. Turner
Murray
is
up the
there
middle for the first down.
at the 39-yard line. That draw play works to perfection.
And that's the thing. That was the perfect call in the perfect situation. He dropped back, handed it off at the last second, and the back picked his way through the defense.
That would be another plus two to the newer Maddens would be that I could probably click on OBS if I needed to, and it would not shrink like this one does and freeze.
There for the tackle.
But that's a guess.
28. Great throw to beat the zone.
I'll tell you, the defense has to do a better job of coming up. and
I've not
closing
tried
down
streaming
on
the new
receiver
Madden at all,
whenever
so I
he
wouldn't
enters their
know for
zone.
sure.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
But I would guess that it would be a little bit more compatible with the other programs nowadays.
The carry, he's brought down behind the line for a short loss. He always displays great awareness, and he gets in there and brings him down for a loss.
I'll tell you, he might be one of the smartest linebackers in the NFL right now. He anticipates,
Second and
closes,
11.
then boom.
Ball
He
on
drags the ball
29
carrier
yard
down for a
line.
loss.
Watch the snap down.
The visiting team come out in a 4-3. Hand off to the tailback. Turner comes up to make the play at the 22-yard line. McCoy kept his legs moving. Gets
LaShawn McCoy on the carry.
To get the first down, they have to reach the 18-yard line.
All on us, y'all. It's showtime, baby. Come on.
They give it to the halfback. Number 51 is there for the tackle at the 22.
Now I did do, for anybody new to the stream, I did manipulate the numbers, the heights, weights, and the skills of these players to coincide with either Ultimate Team or a Madden roster that they were a part of. And in the Madden realm, I took the best rating, overall rating, and used that version if they were in multiple years, which most of these people were. But I did not change the player models, as I didn't want to get into too much of a
Barker in to kick this one off.
using a likeness issue. So
This one is fielded by Given.
all of these player models are the originally randomly created by Madden game models. I didn't touch them at all, other than their height and weight.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Cole. You not believe it. It's RJ. Set. Hey, watch that screen. Knock him out. Check it. Let's go, man.
Sammy Baugh brings him to the line, puts the running back in motion, and gives it to the fullback.
Is there for the tackle.
You got to keep going to the run. You never know when
Vontae
it's gonna be
Leach on the
quick
carry
blocking
there.
ahead of you, allowing for a big one right into the end zone.
It's second down and 4 to go.
Ball on the 26
All knotted up at 3 so far.
Let's go. Here we go, baby. Rock and roll.
Portis, the lone
Portis in the
safety,
in the
with a
backfield.
man in motion. Under pressure, keeps it. He doesn't want to take the big
Sammy
hit.
takes
Here's
off.
what happened. You get a guy who can move around back there. The defense gets busy covering everyone, and they forget about the quarterback.
Pardon me.
He gets past that marker and picks up a first down.
Keep the throttle down. Let's go. Be physical.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I've changed it back to widescreen and monitor resolution, and it looks so much better on my end.
Green comes up to make the play at the 35.
A big part of this guy's running
I don't know if that's true on the Twitch side, but it looks much better on my end this way.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
The only issue is when I go back to the main menu, it's gonna make it a little bitty box on my OBS, which I'll have to play with. Might make it on the stream that way as well, I would think.
He's a very dangerous runner when he gets to the outside. He accelerates very quickly.
Which is a bit frustrating, and also one of the reasons that I'm trying to find something else to move it to. But it's got to be something that's customizable, but not take forever to customize. You know what I'm saying?
There he goes. Number 96 comes up to make the play at the 49.
So I got all the ratings and everything saved on a Google Sheet, so that's not a big deal to put all that stuff back in. It'll take a bit, but
Right on target to the wide receiver. And blitz exploited for a first down.
Yeah, the quarterback did a heck of a job to read what the defense was doing and find the right guy. Here's a no-huddle. It's a good way to keep the defense off balance.
Pass play here on first down. He lost it.
uh-oh.
Home team are there to pick up the
Ooh.
ball.
Jay Hillenberg injured on the play. See if he can come back.
Ball on their own 37.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
So I used a site called Football Reference for anybody curious
Dime package.
to pull each position
With the throw, Newman is there on the stop.
as they were rated important to their team,
One defense on the field.
and then that's how I determined who got to be in the rosters.
Gets the
And then
pass
those
off.
were randomly assigned to each team.
Comes up to make the play at the 38-yard line.
What they're doing here is keeping the defense from huddling up, and it keeps the same defense on the field.
Here comes the blitz. Throws it. He had a shot.
Oh, wow, dropped it.
He has the hands to make catches on the toughest passes. I'm a little surprised to see him drop that one.
Trying to get the lead before halftime. Drops are not going to help you do that, although you're not too far away from field goal range here.
They'll go from the shotgun. Closing in with the pass. Incomplete. He was pressured as the defense forced the issue.
Yeah, not
I
something
mean,
the
you have
defensive coordinator
Gary
mentioned in
Premium,
practice this week.
so,
Making the quarterback throw the ball before he's ready to throw it.
or Garrow.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Let's get some pressure.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Fires this one deep. And he makes the grab. The home
Definitely
team
in
call a
field goal range
timeout.
now.
They have 2 remaining.
No more, fella. You gotta believe it. It's our game. Let us dictate. There we go, D. We're talking about Breeze.
To carry it.
There's also, and he gets in.
Look at him here.
There's also
He wasn't gonna be
an
stopped on that one.
importance rating for these players, and they don't let you manipulate that, unfortunately. If you created a brand new player, maybe it would, but I didn't really want to do that for, you know, every player in the league. That'd take forever. But I didn't try that, so I'm assuming that it would let you if you created a new player, but I don't know that for sure. Also, I wasn't sure if there was a limit on how many you could create, so I didn't want to take that chance
The extra
either.
point attempt is good.
Scoring a touchdown not only puts points on the board, it sends a message to the other team that if you execute properly, they won't be able to stop you. And they say 90% of the game is half mental.
90% of the game is half mental.
Barker is just about ready to kick this one away. This one is handled by Givens. The visiting team will have to hurry it up as they start the drive at the 26. First and 10.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Alright, see if Sammy can rebound from his fumble.
Be careful.
That cost his team 7 points there.
Throwing. They're going to spot this one at the 34-yard
Pretty good snag
line.
there.
So that
Passes a
tackle
little
was
bit behind him,
historic.
as it looked
They'll
like.
have to move the ball downfield quickly through the air to try to score before the half.
Tampa. Guys. It's showtime, baby.
Pressure coming. Throws it.
Comes
Jumps
back
up
to it a little bit. Evans with the catch.
The ball had to be in the one spot and the only spot where it could be thrown.
On the play.
Ball at about midfield.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Back in the gun. Get it up.
Out of the gun. Number 5 with a man in motion.
Here we go, baby. Rock and roll. Not today.
They'll pass on first down. With the pass, it's batted away. Harrison.
Tried to get it to Harrison, couldn't get it in there.
There's only one way that they're going to be able to do something about this score. Keep throwing and getting out of bounds.
Second and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Roy Sin.
Number 5 back in the shotgun. Pressure, sack.
Took too
As
long.
an offensive lineman, you got to be aware of him coming around to make that play. Because if he gets by you, he's most likely going to get the quarterback.
The offense is going to hurry things up here. Under pressure, he won't get away.
Sacked again.
The home team call a timeout. They have 1 timeout remaining. They'll take another sack.
I'm not sure why he held the ball so long. You've got to get rid of it. Throw it away, especially after you've just been sacked in the previous play.
Gardocki is ready to punt this one away. Brown will go back to accept this punt. This one goes out of bounds.
It didn't look angled very well, did it? Chris Gardocki on the punt.
First and 10. 26-yard line.
All on us, y'all. We turning it up.
The visiting team with a four-man front. This one is handed off. Blair comes up to make the play at the 39-yard line.
One thing these guys don't want to do is give up in a running game, because if they do that, they become one-dimensional, and that plays right into the defense's hands.
2nd and 7.
On the 39-yard line.
They ain't got nothing. Here I go.
The visiting
May
team
continue
come
to
out on a
run
4-3.
here just to get to halftime,
Gives the ball
and they
off.
do.
Woodson is there on the stop at the 47, and that gain will get them a fresh set of downs.
It was a great run. He saw his blockers create some room for him, and he accelerated right through the hole.
And this should be the last play of the
Ball
half.
on the 47-yard
It's the
line.
end of the
At the end
second
of the
quarter
first
with the
half,
score. The
the
home
score is
team
the
ahead
home
of
team.
the visiting team.
10, the away team.
10-3.
3. We're ready to begin the third quarter of play.
Barker is back and ready to put this one in the air. This one is fielded by Givens.
Parker must have a little bit stronger leg than Upremian does. Thus, he was used to kick off.
Ball
They'll
on their
take
own
over
20.
at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Portis, the deep back,
So we gonna take
tosses it left.
Work it.
Bird is there for the
Portis
tackle.
with the carry.
Mixing runs
Gain of
with
2
passes
on the
keeps the
play.
defense honest.
Gain of 2.
Well, he did get positive yardage from the angle there. It didn't look like he was
Ball
going
on
to
their
get
own
much.
21.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Get it started. Hey, score. Do something.
Give it to the halfback. Number 65
Portis
comes up
on
to
the
make the
carry.
play at the
5-yard
26-yard
gain on
line.
the play.
The best backs in the league average
Decent
45
run there.
yards a carry. But there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a
Ball on
back
the
that can take
26-yard
advantage when he
line.
sees the opening.
5-yard gain. The home team come out in a nickel package. Dropping back, gets rid of it, and the catch is made.
Harrison
It's usually a good
There's
goal
Marvin got one.
in his direction, John.
And yeah, he's got some of the best hands in the league. He'll catch just about anything he can get to. I think he's most effective when they really need to catch.
1st and 10.
Third down, things like
Ball
that.
on the
That's when he really
36-yard line.
shines out there.
You can't stop me. Let's ride, man. Let's go now. Don't stop that ball.
Looking to run it here. Look at that power. He loses it. The home team.
Uh-oh.
Very unusual, John, because he just doesn't fumble very often.
Yeah, but fumbles are part of the game, and they happen to the best of them.
1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
We gotta have it, D. Let's go.
Despite very little success running on first down, they still lead.
And running is important, but they've got other weapons that can get them in the end zone.
Number 30 takes advantage of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards. Second and 8.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Let us dictate.
With the carry.
Murray up the middle.
At the 27. And that tackle gives him 3 in the
On
game.
the play.
You never know when you're going to find some room and break loose into the secondary.
27-yard line is the spot they'll have to get it to convert on this third down play.
Marked a little short there.
The visiting team with a 4-man front. Brown, the man in motion.
McCoy in the backfield.
Hey, let's go, 1D.
With the counter play. Sharp stiff arm. Number 51 is there on the stop at the 18-yard line. Coy pushing his way through the would-be tacklers. He picks up solid yardage. It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Go, 1. Let's go.
They'll make this a 2-possession game if they get into the end zone in this drive. They're just inside the 20.
With the
Good
carry.
job knifing in
No
there to
gain
bring him
on the
down.
play.
He brings a lot of things to the table, but the thing I like the most is how prepared he always is. I mean, he can run and he can tackle, and he watches so much tape that he
Ball on
actually
the
anticipates
18-yard
what the offense is going to run before they call the play.
Coming through, baby.
They give it to the Simpson comes up to make the play.
Decent run there.
7. Coit has gained enough for another first down, his second of the drive. They have 7 yards to the end zone.
Ball on the 7-yard line.
All day, baby. Come on. Three shoot.
Only one man in the backfield.
Hey, watch that screen. Watch the snap down. Let's turn it up, D.
Uses the pump, closing in.
Joe Morse in the
There's
backfield.
gonna be gaps between the defenders, and that's where the ball has to go. But that time it wasn't there.
Big hit.
It's second and goal
Ball
at
on
the 13.
13-yard line.
Be careful. All right, now.
Number 30, the long back.
Murray back in.
Thomas is there for the tackle at the 7-yard line. Didn't get the blocking they needed, and now it'll be third down and goal.
Like he got the sack yardage back.
7 yards to go for the touchdown.
Ball on the 7-yard line.
Clear. Clear. Let's go,
The
D.
visiting team come out in a dime package. Pressure coming with the pass.
Oh, he had his hands on it.
Haynes has good
Wow.
hands. You never know it from that third down drop.
Yeah, they picked the right guy to go to. He just did something his teammates aren't used to seeing.
Wow. Probably should have had that. Premian in to kick.
This will be a chip
One
shot.
is lined up for the field goal.
The veteran connecting for the field goal.
And give credit to the kicker there. It's nice to have a guy that can make your drive worth 3, even if you don't get it in the end zone
13 to
every
3
time.
Dragons. About halfway through the third quarter.
Barker will be kicking off.
Sammy Ball's going to have to get his team rallied here if they're going to make a game of it.
From the 1.
And that'll help.
Here's an opening. He dives. Touchdown.
Ernest Givens takes one back to the house.
How you can set up blocking on kick return. Watch how they create a crease for him. He sees his
And they
lane,
definitely needed that.
makes some moves, and then he's gone.
Brings it back to a 3-point game with an extra point here.
The point after is good. Special teams plays are sometimes overlooked, but not there. A kick return for a touchdown.
Yeah, special teams play can swing momentum in a heartbeat. A kickoff return, a blocked field goal, all that stuff can sure change the entire tone of a game with just one play.
Lowry is just about ready to kick this one away.
Can they return the favor? Here's the question.
This one is taken by Brown.
Not if they don't
Return
block
their last possession
the
with 3
Gunners.
points. Let's see what they do with the ball this
I
time
guess they're
around.
not technically gunners. How about the kick coverage people? We'll go with that.
They'll start the drive at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Be physical. Come on.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Going to the air on first down. Pressure, throws it, and he makes the grab.
Brady
Thomas
dumps it
is
off to
there
Murray.
for the tackle. At the 22, Brady
on the
completes
play.
that one, and it goes for about 4 yards. 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The visiting team line up in a 4-3. Under pressure. Has time. Gets the pass off. Ooh, it nearly
almost picked
He
off.
Deflected it just in time to avert the completion.
On the play.
Del Carter with the deflection.
3rd and 7. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Shotgun. Shotgun. What screen? Hey, let's go.
Nice job so far on 3rd down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here. The wide receiver has it, and he'll take it out of bounds at the 32.
Antonio Brown on the catch.
Conversion on that catch by Brown.
Yeah, and you talk about a guy who will make every catch there is. This is your guy. His hands are so big, they just kind of swallow the football.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
You gotta believe it. It's RJ. Here we go. Yeah, let's go, baby.
The visiting team with a four-man front.
Let's go.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Sends this pass out of play. He couldn't find a receiver, so he threw it where no one could get it. Ball on their own 32.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Watch out for them long bombs. Hey, watch the screen.
The home team line up in a 5-receiver set this time.
Running out.
Oh, he had it and lost it.
Joe Horn couldn't come up with that one.
One wide receiver who can never claim that he's never dropped a pass. It's just part of the game.
3rd and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Watch him draw the screen. Get some swat going.
Brady
7
out
for
of the
10
gun.
on third
Brady
down.
in
That's pretty
motion.
good to only have 13 points.
Play hard and fast, baby.
With the throw. Almost picked off. He tried to float one out there.
Horn, the intended receiver on the play.
Rondé Barber gets in the way of that one. Oh, nope, I'm looking at the wrong side. My bad. That was Darren Woodson, actually.
Barker comes into the game for the punt. Givens looks like he's ready for the return. Fair catch.
Uh-oh.
The home team scoop it up. They
Oh,
give it
no.
Back to them after the fumble on the punt return.
I'll tell you, when you're returning a punt, your number one priority is to hold on to the ball. I mean, your defense just made a good stand. The
Wow.
offense is set to come in and make something happen. And you do something like that.
Well, as long as they don't turn the ball over, it's an instant 3 points at least.
Going to the air on first
Nope,
down.
he's going to try to go for all of it. Oh, knocked away by Derek Thomas.
Yeah, he felt those guys closing in and gunned the ball out of there.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Watch your eyes. Check it.
The visiting team come out in a dime package. Looking for room. Nice play fake. With the throw, Carter is there for the
Oh,
tackle.
wow. I
At
thought
the
Carter
10-yard
was going
line.
to
Seems
knock
like
that one
all
away,
he had to
but
do is just throw
Brown
it
comes
deep
up
this
with it.
time, and he finds a way to come down with it.
Yeah, I was talking to the coach this week, and he told me that he's probably got the best hands in the team.
Pardon me.
And right there, he just showed us why.
It's 1st and goal at the 10.
Let's go now.
The last time they were inside the 20, they came away with 3 points.
Defense, get ready. Let's turn it up, D.
They jumped early and got flagged.
Encroachment number 98.
So he's
First
called
down.
for encroachment.
Yeah, he jumped early and touched an offensive player, and that forces the officials to blow the whistle.
It's 1st and goal.
I'm going to change my mic input a little bit. It seems to be really touchy now.
Watch screen. From the start.
Looking for the goal line. Fakes the
Play
handle.
fake.
Intercepted.
Oh, it's picked off.
Picks the wrong spot to throw to. It'll be a turnover, John.
Yep, sometimes
Picked
you
off by
think you can
Terrence
sneak
Newman.
one by, but then the defense makes a great play on the ball and beats your receiver to it.
The offense gets ready to go.
So the
following
muff
the
punt
interception.
doesn't hurt him yet.
Everything you got. Set. You can't stop me. Here we go. Hey. Here we go.
Give it to the halfback. Number 96 is there on the stop at the 21-yard line.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
Gain
Ball
him a
on
couple
their
there.
own 21.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Hey, watch that screen. Let's go.
Portis, the lone back. Number 5 sends a man in motion.
Here we go. I'm coming through, baby.
And off to the tailback. Green is there for the tackle at the 22-yard line.
He was looking for a place to run, but all those places were filled up with guys waiting to tackle him.
So a gain
Kevin
of
Green
about
on the
1.
tackle.
3rd and 8. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Play football.
Only 2 for 5 on third down here, but
The
still
home
only down
team
3
come
somehow.
out in a nickel package.
Come on.
Drops back, throwing, and he makes the
Completes
grab.
it, but
He
not
makes the
for
catch,
enough.
But they tackled him right away, so they'll be looking at 4th down right
That
now.
one to Keenan
That's good
McCardell.
defense. They didn't need to try anything fancy there. Just get him to the ground so he couldn't pick up the first down.
Gardocki will come in now to punt it away. Brown lines up deep for the punt return.
So they couldn't make anything happen off the interception, but they did keep him from scoring off the muffed punt. So
Fair catch
keeps
called
him
for.
in the game
Fair
a little
catch
while
made.
longer here,
The 31-yard line.
which is something they need being on the road, such as they are.
Ball on their own 31.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Good shoot.
The visiting team with a four-man front. Brady sends a man in motion.
Watch your eyes.
Pass play here on first down. Launches it deep to the left.
Oh, he's got a man.
What a catch. The 10. Touchdown. Home team.
Joe
Tell you,
Horn
this
on
is
the
nice
reception.
work by both the quarterback and the receiver in this play. Watch it here. He reads the coverage, looks for the best option, and then throws it to him.
Newman can't bring him down. And the home team extends their lead.
The point after is good. This offense with big play capability. Another example right there.
It's always comforting to an offense when they're able to take one from their playbook and convert it into
This one off. This one is handled by Givens. So the offense takes over. The last time they had
Starting to
the
get a
ball,
headache, I
very
think.
tough time getting anything going.
Might have to
Ball
try
on
to
their own
find
20.
something to
Ball on the
combat that.
20-yard line.
Get it up. Let's turn it up, D. Here I go.
They'll go from the I
Alright,
formation.
time to see if Sammy Bond Company can answer the touchdown there.
Is there for the tackle. At the
Cut into this
23-yard
10-point
line.
lead.
Picked up a few yards on the scramble, John.
He's one of those guys who's willing to run to make something happen. You have to be aware of that kind of thing on defense.
Ball on their
Second
own
and 7.
23.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Here I come.
Only one man in the backfield. Number 5 with a man in motion.
Under 10. 10.
Dropping back. Gets the pass off. Broken up.
He was
Ooh,
watching
knocked
the
away.
quarterback the whole time. You have to look
Givens,
defenders
the
off your
intended
receiver
receiver on the
before you
play.
try and get
Eugene
him back.
Daniel knocks it away there.
Was the intended receiver on that play.
3rd and 7. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Everything you got. Hold the look. Set. Stay backside. Hey. Let's go. Be fierce. Hey. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Receives the handoff. Nice play fake.
Oh, nowhere to go there.
A three-step drop might be a pretty good idea.
That could mean the
Find a way to
Wolfpack
get
are in
that
trouble.
ball out of there a little more quickly.
Heading into the fourth quarter, down 10, getting ready to punt it back to the home team.
Visiting team. 20-10.
At the end of the 3rd quarter,
Definitely got to get a stop here. They give up any points, it's going to be really tough.
10. The 4th quarter is about to begin.
I mean, I suppose if they only gave up 3, they'd only need 2 touchdowns to win by a point, but depending on how long of a drive the Dragons take to get that 3, could limit them on their possessions. So, see how it shakes out here. Brown didn't get much on the return, so that's good for the Wolfpack.
1st and 10.
What's the play?
Brady brings him to the line.
Brady with a man in motion. Closing in with the throw.
Gets rid of it quickly as the heat was on.
Lucky he got that one off, John. The defense brought everyone on the blitz.
And that's the idea. Bring the blitz and force him to throw before he wants to.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Hey, hey, hey. Let's go. Stay both left.
Number 30, the deep man. Brown, the man in motion. Hands off to the tailback with the hurt. Thomas is there on the
Murray
stop
on the
at
carry.
the 39.
3-yard
Number 30
gain
takes
on the
advantage
play.
of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards. Now it's
I mean, even when I turn my head, it looks like it's picking up the scraping of the wire on my clothes. That's really weird.
They've executed very well.
Didn't
on
think it
third
was that
down so
touchy
far, and
before.
it's a big reason why they're
Weird.
ahead at the moment. Looking upfield. Number 51.
Murray on the carry, didn't get much. 4th down. That is exactly what the Wolfpack needed. Butkus on the stop.
There's nothing wrong with trying to grind it out in the fourth quarter when you're playing with a lead.
Barker is ready to punt this one away. Givens into return.
Givens with the return already for a touchdown in the game. See if he can squeak out another one here. They don't even give him the chance. Just kick it out of bounds.
Time's running out for him. So if they want to
It's
get
not
back
going to
in
be
this
too
game,
deep
they're
though.
gonna have to find a way to get into the end zone on this possession.
But they need it quick here.
Ball on their own 26.
6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They got to give themselves time to get the ball back. So they need a quick score.
Out of the I formation. Number 5 sends a man in motion.
Yeah, you see me. Watch your eyes.
Gets the pass off, and it's caught.
Good route by
He's
Portis.
there for the tackle.
Perfect execution to get this first down. Look at it here. He knows how far they have to move the chain, and he gets it by making the right decision and laying it in there like that.
Not much on the ground for Portis, really. 13 carries for 26 yards. He's only averaging 2 a carry.
Pass play here on first down.
Roughly.
Pressure coming with the throw, and he makes the grab.
Harrison with the
Going to
grab.
start this one at the 48. He stopped him there, and according to our numbers, that's tackle number 6 for him.
Not a ton of production from the offense today. Somehow they're still only down 10.
Hand off to the tailback. The
Big hole up the middle. That's what they needed.
10-5
Touchdown Portis.
Visiting team. Find some room
And
makes
that'll
it
get
into
his
the end
carry
zone,
average
cutting
up a
the
little bit.
4-quarter lead.
Extra point will get him within 3. See if the defense can make a stand and get him the ball back after the kickoff here. Assuming they're going to kick it deep. Still well over 5 minutes left in the game, so I don't see any reason why they wouldn't kick it deep, try to play defense.
Lowry comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. The visiting team get closer but still need another score.
I think that this team has really created some opportunities and has grabbed the momentum.
Well, I think that's 3 different songs I've heard now, so I'm going to have to mute it on the YouTube side once I upload it. Just takes a little time
This one is fielded
for
by
them to
Brown.
process each one, so wish you could just mark all 3 of them at once. Apparently it doesn't let you do that.
Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Here I come. Get it up. Keep moving. Come on. I'm coming through, baby. Slide going.
Pressure. Gets the pass off.
Not a good start for the Wolfpack defense.
He's able to run down another ball carrier for the 7th time. With that completion, he'll go over 250 yards for the game. Ball on their own 44.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Be the hammer, not the nail. Let's go, D. Set.
They'll pass on first down. With the pass, it's going the
Oh
other way.
no, Dale Carter gets one.
One picked off.
That's exactly what the Wolfpack needed.
All got there at the same
Brady's
time.
thrown 2 picks today. Oh wow, has he thrown 3? Thought Newman got 1. If that's 2 for Carter, then he's thrown 3.
41-yard line.
Must have missed one somewhere.
You can't stop me. Not today.
Portis in the backfield gives the ball off. Armstrong.
Portis
is
with a
there
bit of
for
a
the
seam
tackle
there.
At the 48.
He's showing a good
on the
burst
play.
and explosiveness on just about every carry. He's one of those guys who can break one for a touchdown anytime he touches the ball.
Ball on their own 48.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Need 3 yards for a first down here.
Portis, the lone back. Looking long down the right side of the field.
That's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
You know, as a receiver, you have to be aware of so many
Tried to get that to
things.
Hunter
Where the
Henry.
first down marker is, where the defenders are, and where the sideline is as you stretch out to make that catch.
Third and 3.
Henry was his intended
Ball on the
target.
48-yard line.
Actually, don't think I went over their roster fully, did I?
Moving the sticks on third down so far. Barry takes him down.
Not enough for a first there. So you got Sammy Ball starting, you got Brad Johnson and Neil O'Donnell as your backups. John Riggins, Clinton Portis, Corey Dillon, and James Stewart as your running backs. Vontae Leach, fullback. Wide receivers, Marvin Harrison, Keenan McCardle, Ernest Givens, Pierre Gosson, and Mike Evans. Oh, wide open.
And the catch is made. The 20, the 10.
Hunter Henry is gone,
Visiting team.
and Wolfpack will take the lead. You also got Todd Heap and Bob Trumpy as tight ends as well. Not sure how I didn't announce that earlier, but apologies.
The extra point attempt is good.
Both of these teams are going to put every ounce of energy into winning this one. This is a time when players can see all those long summer workouts paying off.
All right, so a little over 4 minutes left in the game. Wolfpack have a 4-point lead. Field goal does no good for the Dragons, but they have plenty of time.
Lowry is back and ready to put this one in the air.
That's probably not going to be
This one
returned.
is taken by Brown.
This is one of those spots where they have to put something together because they're just running out of time.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's turn it up, D. I can do it, baby. Go make a play.
Only one man back.
That's RJ. Clear. Clear. Here we go. Let's go.
Hands it off. Turner is there for the
Murray
tackle
on the carry.
at the 28, 9-yard gain.
on the play.
Decent run.
Second and 2. Ball on the 28-yard line.
All right, now. Come on.
The visiting team come out in a 4-3. The back breaks free. The 40.
Oh, he gets a block.
And he is bumped out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Hey, if you can keep running the ball in the fourth quarter as you're playing catch-up, that's an advantage that you have over the defense because it keeps them off balance.
One back. Let's go. All on us, y'all. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
With a counterplay, Ahanitu breaks the play up in the backfield. They couldn't get anything going through the middle.
You know, it was because the defense filled all the gaps. The back was looking for a place to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the gaps, bringing them down for a loss.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Hey, stretch. Let's go.
The visiting team line up in a 4-3. With the throw, the pass ball's incomplete.
If you're going to miss, it's better to miss long. You put it up there where your receiver is going to go get it. Now, if you miss, it'll generally end up an incompletion. And that's a heck of a lot better than missing short, giving the defense a shot at the interception.
Kramer was the one they were trying to get the ball to. The defense has had difficulty stopping them on third down. With the pass, and this pass is completed. Horn can't
Uh-oh,
find a way
fourth
to
down.
advance it to the first down marker.
On the play.
I do think the Wolfpack helmets would look better if I took off the blue circle so that the black looked like it was part of the black on the helmet.
And he signals for the fair catch.
I think that would have looked better. Oh, and he puts it out at the about the 4.
Perfectly placed. What a beauty. They're going to mark that out at the 2-yard line.
2-yard line. That looked like the 4. Oh, that's a 1-yard line.
Hopefully force a turnover.
Didn't look like it was that deep.
For a safety.
Ball on the 1-yard line.
Hey, score, score, score. Set. Hey, hey.
Hand it off.
And then they don't get the safety. I was going to say if they could have got the safety there, then a field goal would win the game as they would get the ball back on the free kick, but didn't quite get that. Wolfpack able to give themselves some room and a first down, so that now they can use the clock a little bit. Don't guess they would be throwing too often here.
They give it to the halfback. Number 65 comes up to make the play. At the 20, Portis takes advantage of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards. Second and 7 coming up here.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Keep moving. Set. What's the hard count? Hey. Here we come. Under 10, 10. Blue down, blue down. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go, let's go. Hey, hey. Here we go.
And close to a 2-minute warning as well.
Go make a play. We like a pack of wolves. You can't stop me.
Not seen the Dragons take a timeout yet, so I think they have all 3 left.
Gives the ball off. The 30.
That's a first down.
Freeman is there for the tackle.
That's going to allow them to use more time.
When you talk about taking your man out of the play, this is what you're talking about. You know, this is the
John
kind of
Riggins
block
on the
guys
carry.
dream about. I mean, he just unloads on that guy.
Let us dictate. Come on. Watch the play. Hey, let's go one deep. Here I come. Hey. Defense, get ready. Hey.
This one is handed off. Pop is there on the stop at the 43-yard line. So a pickup of maybe 3. Thomas stops the clock with that timeout. It's second down and 7 to go.
Zach Thomas calling the timeout there. Second and 7.
They line up in the I
First down should end the game.
Hey, here we go. Check it. Watch
A
the
little
man.
misdirection.
Not quite there.
45. He put the hit on him, and he now has 7 tackles.
Zach Thomas with the
Little hump
tackle.
up front, maybe a yard or 2 on the play. 3rd and 5.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
All on us, y'all. Let's go, boys.
Out of the I formation.
3rd and 5.
All day, baby.
With a counterplay. Thomas stops him.
Oh, and they marked it short.
Played it safe, stayed
Holy.
on the ground, nothing doing.
Sure looked like he
And so the
fell
offense
forward to
gets
get it.
one more shot to see what they can do here with the time remaining.
Dragons going to save the last timeout. I believe they have one left. Man, it sure looked like he fell forward for a first down there. That's crazy.
Roy is back to receive this kick.
Using as much time as possible before they kick it back to him.
Fair catch.
And it's going to go into the end zone, come out to the
We've
20.
got a good one going here today.
So the Dragons will get an opportunity to pull it out at the end here.
Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
The Dragons do have one timeout left.
In a 5-receiver set this time.
Can Tom Brady get it done here?
With the throw.
Out route.
I think the
Yeah,
quarterback
didn't get his
let
feet in.
that one get away.
The intended
Horn
receiver
was the
on
intended
play.
receiver on that play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Dynamite. Hey, watch the ball. Don't stop, don't stop.
Brady goes to work with an empty backfield. Long throw.
Going deep.
Goes up.
And Horn comes up with it.
That's one of those plays that just kills the defensive
Field goal does not help them, though.
Pretty well.
They have to have a
And you see
touchdown
some
here.
Positive things, then boom, you give up that kind of pass play, and that pretty much wipes all the positive stuff out that you've been doing.
They're going to go with a no huddle.
Fakes the spike.
Under pressure.
Got all day.
He hits his receiver. Turner comes up
Unable to
make
get
the
into
play.
the end zone just yet. That's going to continue to run.
Them back to the line of scrimmage.
Calling him to the line of scrimmage. It is 1st and goal. He can spike it. He fakes it again.
Looks to the end zone.
And it's picked off.
You know, one
Newman
thing
with
that's
another
about
interception.
these last-minute drives to win a game is a lot of them end in turnovers.
Unbelievable.
The offense gets ready to go following the interception.
Stay post left.
That should end the game.
Got nothing. Under 10, 10. Here we go. Watch the snap down. Hey, let's go.
Throws it. The defender's got
Oh, no.
Maybe
Oh,
he was
wow.
open when it wasn't. He throws
20 seconds left. Brady has the ball inside the opponent's 10-yard line at the 6.
So it's
What a
first down.
reprieve.
Great field
All they had to
position
do was
and
run the ball. Why are they throwing there?
This team can't afford to repeat
I
it.
don't understand what happened on that.
With the throw,
Got him open,
he's got it.
and that
Touchdown,
cost him the
ball
game. Unbelievable.
Good play by the offense in the red zone. The wide receiver is going to break
Michael
away
Haynes with the
here,
touchdown.
come up with a catch.
I don't understand why they're throwing there. You got the ball in the 4. You got plenty of room to run. No reason to throw the ball there. That's a coaching mistake. Bad play call. Wow. What a game.
The point after is good.
These are the kind of games you love. The crowd's into it. The coach's brains are in overdrive. The players are all hyped up. Everything that could be switched on is switched on.
That's crazy.
John, if he can return another one, his team will take the lead here in the 4th.
I'll tell you, every team in the league wants
That
a
might be the
game-breaker
only
like
way
that
they
on their
win.
roster.
Oh, they're going to get it at the 40.
So he can't keep the kick in bounds.
Kickoff. Out of bounds. Number 4.
The
First
team
down.
with the most discipline is the team that doesn't commit stupid penalties. And they're
Well,
the team
they
that
need a
usually
field goal to
executes
tie, so if they could hit a bomb here, they should have all their timeouts left. Still not over.
First down. Throwing. And this
Well, it's
pass
not a
is
bomb, but he's going to get some yardage.
there for the tackle. At
They got a
the
timeout.
42-yard line.
If they can complete one more, they might have a shot to tie this game up.
First
What a
and 10.
game. This has been something else here.
Let's go. Be physical.
Number 5 scans the defense from the gun. Harrison moves in motion.
Doesn't need a
It's a
huge
blitz. Deep
doesn't need a
throw.
huge completion. Oh no, he went deep.
It's batted away. Good call by the defense. as
Oh,
they
now
set
they got to
the
go
ball
to
on
the end zone. I
He
don't
just
think
had
they
too
have
much
enough
pressure
time.
in his face to see anything, and he threw one out there.
I don't know why they did that. He didn't need to go that deep. He just needed. Oh, they're going to try it from here? Holy. 60
The
yards.
pressure's on. This kick would give us a tie game.
Calls a timeout.
Defense trying to freeze them. I don't know. I think maybe a Hail Mary into the end zone might be a better option. So I'm not sure you can get it there from here.
Huge kick here. If he can make this, we'll be all tied up.
It's on line.
And
He got it.
good.
Holy. What is happening in this game? This is unreal.
Lowry is just about ready to kick this one away. This one is fielded by McCoy.
Man, I didn't even think he could get it there from 60. Holy crap.
To determine the winner of this one.
At the end of regulation, the score is tied.
That's insane. And the Dragons will get the ball first to start overtime.
Lowry in to kick this one off. Good distance. This one is
Returnable.
handled by McCoy. McCoy takes this one back to the 22.
First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
What's the hard count? Watch your eyes. Defense get ready.
Anders moves in motion.
Here I come. It's showtime, baby. Here we go.
Looking for room.
Hand it off to
Number
McCoy.
51 is there on the
with the
stop
carry.
at the 25-yard
Gain of 2
line.
on the play.
2-yard gain. Second and 8.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Let's run, man. Go make a play. Safety right. Let's go.
With the pass, Thomas comes up to make
Kramer
the
on
play.
reception.
And again, he demonstrates his
13
great
on the
hands.
play.
You know, when a quarterback has a guy like this who can catch about any ball he throws,
Ron Kramer with the
some kind of a
reception.
security blanket. If he gets in trouble,
First and 10.
or he starts feeling
Ball
pressure,
on the
he can look in his
38-yard line.
direction because he has so much confidence in it.
5 wide receivers.
What's all go special? Get it started.
Pass play here on first down. Got to him as he throws.
When you let the
Ooh.
defense get into your backfield that quickly, bad things are going
Can't
to
believe
happen.
he even got that off as quick as he was there.
Watch out. Danny. Get some swat going. Let's go now. Keep the throttle down. Let's turn it up, D.
Throws it. And it's
Gets it away. It's picked off again.
He anticipated that one perfectly. And he's
Holy
right there for the
crap. Del
interception.
Carter
He's
with
one of those
another
guys who's
pick.
always prepared. He watches film, studies
Jiminy
plays,
Christmas.
tendencies. Let me tell you, he's going to be one heck of a coach someday if that's what he wants to do.
Following the interception, it's now first and 10.
So we gonna take it. Come on.
Unbelievable.
All right, now.
Crosses it left. There he goes. Barry records the
Portage
tackle.
on the
And that's a
carry.
gain of about 8.
Gain of 8 on the play.
Eric Berry on the tackle.
Ball on
Second
the
and
34-yard line.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Do something. Come on. Ain't no
Out of the I formation.
They ain't got nothing. You can't stop me. You gotta believe it. It's our game. Watch screen. Let's go.
With the counter play
Well within field goal range now.
at the 22. And so that makes tackle number 6.
Will they
Good
try to
run
end it here?
John, and the kicker figures to come into the game very shortly here to try to win it.
That's exactly what they're looking to do. Run the ball and see if
Yep,
the
here he
defense
comes.
bends just enough to give him an opportunity to kick a field goal.
It looks like he did have a
Biggest play of
miss.
the game
I missed that.
to win the game.
Man, that's good.
Lowry
Wolfpack win.
and that'll do it. The game winning
Too many turnovers by the Dragons.
The away team. 30, the home team. 27.
This is Al Michaels with John Madden.
What a game, though.
Live for
Holy
EA
crap.
Sports.
Alright, so we'll end that one and put it in the books. Alright. What time is it here? Alright, looks like the red zone's going to kick off in about 10 minutes here. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up for now. We might be back with one later. Not sure what we're doing yet, to be honest. I don't think my Chiefs play today, so we might be back to do some more later. And also you can see the little box now that's on the stream. That's the problem that I have with Madden, the older Madden. It doesn't want to play nice with OBS. So we're gonna go ahead and end it there, and Hope you guys will tune in for the next one. You know, it's asking if we want to save, so just to be safe, we'll do it one more time. Alright, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll check you next time. Peace.